For years, Americans were told housing was expensive because of supply issues, interest rates, market forces, and that wasn't the full story. The Trump administration just confirmed something many have suspected all along, including myself, that taxpayer-backed mortgages were quietly being extended to people who never supposed to qualify for them, like illegal immigrants. Housing and Urban Development Secretary Scott Turner says that ended now. FHA access is being cut off, eligibility is being tightened, and enforcement is being restored. The question is simple. Should taxpayer mortgage programs ever go to non-citizens? I think the answer is pretty obvious because what happens next is going to explain everything. So my name is Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway, and I'm also a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And this development out of the Department of Housing and Urban Development marks one of the clearest policy reversals of the Trump administration so far. HUD Secretary Scott Turner announced that FHA-backed mortgages are no longer available to non-citizens without permanent legal status. But before we go further, guys, we're a growing channel, and every like, comment, share, and subscription helps us grow, and it helps keep the stories moving. And also sharing this report matters more than ever because housing impacts every single American family. Share this. I want you guys to watch this. It's Scott Turner explaining everything.
You know, during the Biden administration, there were over 12 million illegal aliens that came over the border, straining our housing supply and making the costs go up. And so we worked with Secretary Noem at DHS, as you alluded to make sure that only American citizens are living in HUD-funded housing. We also took away FHA-backed mortgages from illegal aliens during the Biden administration. They turned a blind eye. But we're going to keep the law to make sure that these mortgages, which are backed by the taxpayer, go only to the American people. And lastly, we are mandating that every public housing authority give us a comprehensive account who's living in every unit in taxpayer HUD-funded housing.
Wow. Ashley Davis, another impact of that wide open border. Absolutely.
I can't wait for Illinois and other states to start suing them because we're trying to figure out who's stealing our money. So Secretary Turner explained that under the previous administration, eligibility rules were expanded and enforcement was weakened. FHA loans, which are insured by taxpayers and designed to help Americans buy their first home, were no longer being strictly limited to lawful permanent residents. And that policy is now gone. Under Mortgage Letter 2025-09, FHA eligibility is restricted to U.S. citizens and permanent residents only. And that's no exceptions, no loopholes. HUD is also partnering with DHS to verify occupancy in HUD-funded housing units. Again, they're going to get sued left and right over that, but we need the answers. And this matters because housing is finite. When demand rises artificially, like bringing in 30 million people, prices are going to rise. Rent's going to go up. Young families are priced out, and veterans are waiting longer. And seniors, they're losing access. I want to ask you guys directly, comment agree if you think FHA loans should be for citizens only or no